Hey there, I'm Coach Michael Burt, the Super Coach. Come to you every single week, live from the Greatness Factory. I really want to do three things, guys. I want to multiply your life. I want to multiply your money. I want to multiply your business. I believe everybody needs a good coach in life. And I want to give you a lesson today, Will Webb and Andrew Stone and Charlie Davidson and Richard Pearl. I want to give you a lesson today that I gave my team on how to eliminate excuses. An excuse is a self-proclaimed opt-out clause. Something you could have done, you should have done, you're capable of doing, but you ain't doing it. So today on Super Coach, I'm going to show you how to activate Pray Drive, which is the ability to see something and have the guts to go get it, the fortitude to go get it. Right, Ronnie Moore? The intensity to go get it, the persistence to go get it, the activation of it. I'm going to show you how to eliminate excuses through four things. Then I'm going to show you how you can fit it all in, because this is a big excuse for a lot of people. Can't do this because of this. I can't do this because of this. I can't do this because of this. I'm going to show you how to use the word and. I can do this, and I can do that. I can do this, and I can do that. So come on back. You're watching Super Coach. I'm Coach Michael Burt, live from the Greatness Factory.
Everybody needs a coach in life. Coaching businesses and entrepreneurs like you to spike an additional 40% to your bottom line. Michael Burt is a multi-championship coach, best-selling author, trainer, motivator, and all-around super coach. Now, from the Greatness Factory Studios, this is Super Coach.
Hey, welcome back to Super Coach. I'm at the Greatness Factory. Jimmy Driver, what's up? Will Webb, you guys can tune into this show every single week. I'm coming to you live from the Greatness Factory. You can tune in every week on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, Podcast Republic, anywhere where good podcasts are heard. I would appreciate if you'd share this stream with other people, and if you would give me a review on iTunes. I believe everybody needs a good coach in their life, Roy Frazier. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to eliminate excuses, how to activate drive, Pray Drive, how much volume you really need if you want to do something big in the world. Because this morning I gave this talk to my team. I hear a lot of people say, I can't do this because of this. Can't do this because I got kids. Can't do this because I got a boyfriend. Can't do this because I got something going on this weekend. Can't do this because I got this. Listen, you would never hear a big-time person say that. They embrace the word and. I can do this, and I can do that. I will find a way to make it happen. I will produce at a higher level. I can figure this out. So let's start by understanding how to activate Pray Drive in you. Pray Drive is the instinctual ability of a carnivore or human, which could be a carnivore, to find something, go get it, capture it, and bring it home. Sounds like a good salesperson, doesn't it? Pray Drive is the ability to see something optically with the mind or with the eyeballs and have the fortitude to go get it. I want you to focus on three words today. It is activation of Pray Drive, P-R-E-Y-D-R-I-V-E. It is persistence, a usage, and it is intensity, which has to do with the size of goals that you have. Okay? So the question becomes, what activates this Pray Drive, Andrew Stone? What activates this Pray Drive? Well, it could be activated by fear of losing something. It could be activated by competition. It could be activated by being inspired by other people. It could be activated by a tension between what you have and what you want. But here would be my question for you, Sandra Singleton. What happens when all your basic needs are met? Every motivational study in the world says the same thing. We move toward things we biologically want, or we physiologically want. When we're hungry, we move toward food. When we're thirsty, we move toward water. When we want companionship, we move toward other people. Like what happens when all your basic needs are met and your Pray Drive is low? Well, here's the deal. You start making excuses. Well, I could come in and work out early in the morning, but I'm already happily married, and it really don't matter because my wife thinks I look good. Like that's what people start saying to themselves. Well, I could make a few extra phone calls, but I got enough money, and I got so many people calling in. I got so many leads. I mean, we can't even attend all the leads we currently have. Let me tell you something. There comes a time when winter asks what you did all spring and summer, bro. There comes a time when winter asks what you did all spring and summer. You're going to wake up with no leads at some point. You're going to be broke. And when you're broke, you're going to wonder, how do I activate that prey drive now? My granddad used to teach me when your backbone touches your belly bone, then you'll get motivated. So when you're thinking about this prey drive, I want you to understand that high prey drive people do not make excuses. High prey drive people do not have these problems. High prey drive people do not say, I can't do this because of this. Okay, so we got to eliminate this. So here's what you need to remember, that an excuse is a self-proclaimed opt-out clause. You're capable of doing it, but you find some reason not to do it. You have avoidance behavior. I call it in adults creative avoidance. Every person watching this show knows that they need to be making 2 hours of outbound phone calls, but they find something to creatively get out of it, right? Like they find something to get out of so they don't have to make the phone calls. They start using an excuse. Well, what if people don't answer? They ain't going to answer. What if this happens? What if that happens? What if that happens? Well, I can't do this because of this. Well, I can't do this because of this. Listen, Mama told me can't, never, could. Y'all remember that? And Mama was right. Even today at 43 years old, my mama was still right about that. Can't, never, could. Can't do this because of this. I don't have a script. What am I going to say? Who are we going to call? These are excuses. So let me give you 4 things, then we'll take a break. Number 1, you need volume. You need pure volume of numbers. I want my salespeople making 80 phone calls a day. I don't want to make them 35 phone calls or 60 phone calls. I want them making 80 phone calls. Why? Because I know that only 16% of people are going to be interested. You need usage of a muscle. You need usage of a muscle. I'm going to tell you that one of the ways to activate more prey drive is in pursuit of something. Like competition doesn't activate my prey drive. The pursuit of something activates my prey drive. Being in the game activates my prey drive. Using a muscle activates my prey drive, okay? You need specific daily action, Trevor Hartz, Chad Williams. You need specific, consistent, daily, intentional action because it's in the pursuit of it that you begin to see that, okay? And the 4th thing you need is in the process. What if I told you that in the process you may even find your purpose? It may be in the pursuit of something that you actually find what you've been looking for. This is what activates it. So if you're making a bunch of excuses, like if you make consistent excuses, then this is something that I want you to start eliminating. Quit using other people as an excuse. Quit using your kids as an excuse that you can't do something. Quit using your cousin as an excuse you can't do something. Like you got to learn to eliminate these things that are holding you back. So when we come back from the break, here's what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to show you a way you can fit it all in. I'm going to show you how to prepare on the weekends to come in on Monday to execute. I'm going to show you what this term intentional congruence looks like. Like I'm going to show you how to work the muscle in a way that it gets you going. Okay, you're watching Super Coach, and I'm Coach Michael Burt. Thank you for coming in. I want to ask you a question as we start today. How many of you have ever had a really good coach in your life? How many of you have ever had a bad coach? I want you to think about a big concept that we're going to talk about today. Very seldom do I hear a person say, I would run through the wall for my manager. But I do hear people say, I would run through the wall for my coach. I'm a big believer that every manager in the world will have to become a coach. So many years ago, I developed a program called Turn Your Managers into Coaches. And it is a book about activating human potential. It is a book about how you become a great coach. So today, that's all I did. How do you recruit and attract? How do you coach and develop? How do you retain and insulate? And I feel like these people walked out of here on fire, with enthusiasm, with tools, with strategies they need to go out there and be the best coach. They're going to be a steward of potential. A detractor is a person that is on board, but they really already quit. They're actually saying negative things about you in the market. They're telling people negative things about you. They're detracting from your value in the market. A promoter is saying good things about you, but only when they're asked about you. Like, what's it like working with this person? Oh, it's good, it's positive, it's upbeat, it's good. That's a promoter. That would be a 6, 7, 8, 9 on a scale. Or what if you say how bald into you this? Look, I'm a 15 on a scale of 10. I'm an advocate. I am actively fighting for you. Some of the biggest strategies I taught today were the whole person theory, how to tap into the body, the mind, the heart, and spirit, how to have critical conversations, how to coach to a system, how to retain and insulate. Like all day, it was just strategy after strategy, how to activate, pray, drive. Like I'm telling you, man, this is one of my favorite workshops of all time. I'm a coach. I love coaching, and I love teaching other people how to coach. So check this out. We will have the video recording of this up, so you can purchase it as if you're spending a day with me at the lodge. Love on people, body, mind, heart, spirit, and you will retain people. The key to the many is to the one. The key to the many is to the one. Welcome back to Super Coach. I'm Coach Michael Burt, live at the Greatness Factory. Today we're talking about eliminating excuses. If you're an excuse maker, just raise your hand and call your own self on it. I can't tell you how many people make excuses for something. Their first mindset is to move toward an excuse. Nothing, let me say it this way, nothing has to happen for you to take action in your life. Your boss don't have to do something, your spouse don't have to do something, your kids don't have to do something. Like, you have to get in your brain that by creation of activity, things happen. So today, what did I say you need? You need volume, high numbers of volume, guys, high number of volume. You need usage of a muscle. You need specific daily action. Like you need every morning and every afternoon, you need to be working that muscle and getting better, okay? In the process, you find your purpose. It's not find your purpose and then pray drive is activated and then you go it. I think pray drive is activated by competition, fear of loss, in pursuit of something, inspired by other people, attention between what I have and what I want. Like that's the activator of the P-R-E-Y, drive, the engine you got, okay? So the excuses I hear most from people, what are they? I can't do this because of this. I want you to embrace the word and. I can do this and, not I can't do this because of. What happens is you hear me say a lot, never allow another person to stand between you and your destiny. When you make excuses, you take your destiny out of your hands and you place it in another person's hands. Well, when they give me this, right, Will Webb, then I'll do this. Well, when I have a bigger office and more people, then I'll make more money. Well, when it ain't raining, I can mow yards. Well, when like here's the deal. It's never ending. It's never ending. Okay? Mel, I want you to come over here for a second. I'm going to bring my assistant, Mel, in. And I want to ask her some questions. She's 27, 28 years old, going on 40, 45 years old. Oldest young person I know. Mel, at your age, we're talking excuses. What excuses do you hear young people make? Come on down here with me. What excuses do you hear young people make that just drive you crazy? Now that you're in an environment where, hey, we're in a forward posture, what do you hear people making?
I don't have time.
I love it. I don't have time. I want to address that one. What else?
Way too busy.
Way too busy.
Got too much going on.
Got too much going on. What else? Talking to the microphone.
Maybe you don't have enough money.
Oh, I don't have enough money. I like this. I like where this is going. What else? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Is that a good one?
Yeah, it's a good one.
Right? So I want to address those. Thank you, Mel, for giving me those. So here's what I was at. Mel, how old are you, Mel? 28 years old. Here's what she hears her friends say. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough money. I don't know what to do. I'm just so busy. I want you to listen to those words. I want you to listen to those words because I want to get you in this concept that big time people don't say those things. You have to catch yourself saying these things. You have to catch yourself saying, listen, I think it was Don Henley that wrote the song Too Busy Being Fabulous. He was just too busy being fabulous, too busy to think about us, too busy out there, right? Too many people get too busy. That's an excuse people use. Hey, I can't work on my business on the weekend because the weekends are my time off, man. Read the Bible. The Bible doesn't say you need 2 days off. It says you need 1 day off. And I believe that. You need to spend a day off. You need to spend some time preparing for your day. So let's talk about that because here's an excuse. I can't fit it all in. You can't fit it all in because you're poorly organized. Am I beating up on you guys today? But you need to hear this, right? You can't get it all in because you don't spend any time on the weekend thinking about your work. I call it meditating on your work. Right, Mickey Vince? The best players didn't just play when they showed up in the ball game. They practiced. They thought about it. They studied it. They watched people. Right? So here's what I do. I take one day off a week, and that's Saturday, to rejuvenate, to restore, to get my body back to where it needs to be. Then on Sunday, I get up and go to church with my family, and then I begin preparing. I begin mental mapping. After I mental map my week, which are big projects I got going on, I'm like thinking, I'm meditating. Then I spend 3 or 4 hours planning, creating. Remember, my prey drive is activated through creation. Then I sit down at the end of the night and I map out my monster producer planner. Who's on my hit list for tomorrow? Who's in my farm club? What am I closing? What schedule do I have? Like that, that's how you prepare on the weekend. See, I used to spend my weekends laying out, hungover, escaping from the week. I worked hard. I played hard. That was 20 to 30. Then I said, no, man. High performance people spend their weekends rejuvenating, restoring, getting their mojo, like spending time getting their energy going. So you got to ask yourself, what do you want to be, a low performance person, or you want to be a high performance person? Only you can make that decision, by the way. So let's put a bow around this. Is it true that you don't have any time? No, it's just true that you're not prepared. Is it true that you're too busy? Nope, because there must be confusion over what's the most important thing, because the purpose of your business is to grow your business. Is there confusion over, I just don't think I have time? No, you have time. You're just not making it a priority. Like, you show me when a person wants something, man, there is nothing that will stop them from getting it. So what the purpose of today's show was to do is to get you thinking, like, what excuses do I use? Like, I hadn't had any fun in so long, so I'm going to do this, and I need to do this, and I can't do this, and I can't do that. Like I'm telling you guys, if you're going to be a big monster producer, which is the kind of people I coach, you got to start eliminating these things that are holding you back. And what's really holding you back is the words and vernacular that you're using. I believe when you have volume and usage and daily action and pursuit of something, you're going to just build energy. It's going to activate prey drive. You're going to be ready to go, and you're going to be performing at a much higher level. Now, every week I come into your life via podcast, shows on Facebook, then it goes to YouTube, iTunes, Stitcher Radio, Podcast Republic, anywhere good podcasts are. And my goal is to just get you thinking and operating at a higher frequency, man. It's to really be a coach in your life. I believe a good coach can change your life, because let me tell you what a good coach will do. They will have conversations with you that you may or may not want to have. They'll make you do some things you may or may not want to do, but man, a good coach will take you to places you didn't even think you need to go to. So I'm Coach Michael Burt. Every week, we're going to eliminate some excuses today. We're going to get rid of excuses that we've been using this weekend. We're going to flush them on out of our system, and we're going to go out there and produce. We're not too busy being fabulous. We do have the time. We can make it all fit in. We can have it all. We can have this and this. It's not either or. I'm Coach Michael Burt. You guys have a great week. This has been Super Coach. Today was a referrals intensive. I believe referrals is when great people tell other great people how great you are, but we don't think about referrals enough. We don't ask for referrals. We don't have a plan to get referrals. All right, let me go back to something. A few things I've said today. Between stimulus and response is a space, and in that space lies our ability to choose our response. All we can control is our stimulus. We cannot control their response. The whole intention of today was to really break down the anatomy of a referral, the psychology of advocacy, how to build out a referral plan, and ultimately how to generate 125 referrals in the next 90 days. If you want to get a significant lift in your business, it is not as complicated as you think. It is literally just filling the missing structures that you have. And one of the biggest missing structures is service after the sale, engagement after the sale. I thought today was a major success. These are many things every team needs to be doing, including mine. So these are one-day events we do at the Lodge or at the Greatness Factory. They're called intensives, where I go 4 to 5 to 6 hours on one concept. So great audience, great energy. Thought the content was good. I feel very pleased that we got people to a better place today. 16% is the number you need to remember. For every 30 people you talk to, 4.8 will be interested immediately. For every 350, it's 52.8. So you got to go after a whole bunch of people to get the right people. That's what you got to remember. So 125 will get you 20 new deals if you do it right. And that's how much money you'll make as a result of today's workshop.